What's up, guys? It's your Super Players, Tony G, back at it again with another amazing video. Not only that, we're doing Fusion World today with an amazing and epic Broly Mayhem deck profile. This amazing leader is built with two structure decks that you get from Fusion World. Not only that, we got our awesome, we went to the battle hour, C-Rod and I, and we pulled this amazing Beerus. Shout out to my little brother Ethan, the super bro right there. We were able to get this as well, so thanks to him we were able to pull it. And not only that, this is Broly. If you're new to the game, definitely follow us, like this video, and subscribe for more awesome Fusion World content. And don't forget to enter that amazing giveaway that we have in another video tagged on the description down below. But let's get into this deck profile. As you guys know, Broly is a monster, and so we're going to talk about this amazing deck profile. When Broly attacks, you draw a card, and not only that, when you awaken, you're at 4 lives or less, you add 1 card from your life to your energy. So one thing I love about green, it's all about energy ramp, and as I always played in Masters, I always played ramp decks, so I was really fond of those. And so you'll be seeing Tony G playing green. And not only that, we awaken now. Smooth. We got Broly. When he pops in energy, he gets a 5k boost and he draws a card. So when he swings, only on the unawakened side, you get to draw. But when you awaken, you lose that ability, but you have to blow up one of your energies to draw a card. So that's amazing. This guy is amazing. You can make a very strong competitive deck that we have here. You'll see C-Rod and I battle. And what makes Broly amazing, with 2 starter decks, you get 4 Shamoan, I think so, Shamoan, which is our 1k blocker or a 1 blocker that allows you to defend against those aggressive plays. And oh, it's so super hot fire that the police have to come for Broly. And so we have our blocker right here to keep you alive. In this game, blockers are essential, just like C-Rod said in the other video. You have to have some blockers in this game because there's no more hard negates or negates in this aspect of this game. In Masters there were, and then this one is all punching to the face, just like Dragon Ball Z style. Who has the more power up gets to do more damage. So you want to defend yourself. So we got 4 Shamoans. And then we got 3 Raditz, amazing 1k or 1 energy cost, that's 15k. In this game, just like in the previous video, you want to see these 1ks because they add additional pressure and it just does a lot of damage. Not only that, it's a 10k combo, so why not have a 15k body and at the very least be a 10k combo. So in this game, to survive, you want to combo high or deal damage comboing high. And then obviously we got our 1-drop searcher that you need in this deck. Is Moa. Looks like a cockroach. Awesome card. What he does is when you play him on play, you look at the top 5 cards, you either add a Paragus card or an extra card to your hand and place the rest in the bottom in any order. One thing I noticed about Fusion World is that obviously we have the OGs, the originals, know that when you shuffle or when you look at top 5, you shuffle your deck, but in Fusion World, you bottom deck it. Very similar to One Piece from what I know. Very awesome card. You got to run 4 of those guys. And then, of course, we got Nappa. It's a very Saiyan-oriented deck, so we got to have our 20k bodies too, which 2 energy, you bring out a 20k body. And most of these cards are very powerful in Broly. I really like Broly because most of the battle cards are heavily strong, like just like him. So I really like this deck so much. And so obviously for 2 energy, you got Nappa, 20k body, not much energy to use, and you ramp pretty quickly with this deck because you'll see some cards that help you do all those amazing plays in the long run. But amazing ability and battle cards that come out. And then we have Angle, very awesome, 2 energy, critical. When you inflict damage, that card does not go to your opponent's hand, it goes to the drop area. So remember the key words that we see in these cards, because when you start swinging at your opponent, if it says critical, they don't get that card to their hand, so they gotta use resources from their hand to combo 15k or more to survive that attack and keep themselves alive. But obviously we're playing Broly, so we gotta make sure that damage goes through with these big battle cards. And then we go on to our self-awakeners. In this game, you want to self-awaken and be able to awaken as quickly as possible because Broly, not only that, unlike the other leaders, Broly is at 25k base, so your opponent has to swing a little bit more in order to deal more damage. So you want to keep yourself at a high life, or not a high life, a high battle card or battle energy or power so you don't take damage. And what's amazing about this guy, when you play him, you add 1 card from your hand And not only that, these Paragus cards are such a combo nifted deck or card because when you play him and when he attacks, you get to play out your blocker, this awesome show to protect yourself. So you could do some pretty cool plays. You play him, swing, combo, or combo with your leader, combo this guy, and bring him back out. Some pretty nifty plays you'll see in an awesome video with C-Rod and myself. So we got Paragus, and then obviously we're going to keep going with more Paragus because we got to keep a theme to the deck and have his father, Broly's father, in this deck. And again, this card's amazing because you get to play a blocker. 15k for 2 energy, you bring out him, and if you have the blocker in the drop area, you could bring it back every time. As long as there isn't any other shows in the field, you get to bring this card back. So those are our Paragus cards, and obviously want to bring in the pressure with our critical. Amazing. We ramp so quickly in this deck. This 3-drop becomes a 5k when you have 6 or more energy on either player's turn. So if it's your turn or if you have 6 or more energy, this card gets an additional 5k power. So he goes from 20 to 25, ensuring that you make that critical go through and your opponent does not get those resources to their hand. So remember that. Critical is critical to know. So you definitely want to keep those resources. And of course, now we start making it to the theme of Broly. What I love about Broly is that all his battle cards are insanely powered. One of the few decks in this card game right now that has very powerful battle cards. Most of Broly cards are 30,000 and up, which is phenomenal. If you're trying to punch people in the face, Broly style, you'll definitely be doing it because he is the legendary Super Saiyan for a reason. So for 4 energy, you get this amazing buff dude in the deck for 30k, which is one of the stronger 4-drops in this card game, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously, when you get 2 decks, you get 2 or a playset of Turles. What's amazing about him, he's another critical. Not only that, he's able to ramp an additional energy. When you play him, you get you add a 1 card with the cost of 3 or more from your drop and add it to your energy. Amazing ability. I love this card because it's an additional. It's a pretty good ramp. You'll see another additional ramp card in this deck, and any of your Broly cards, which are 3 or more, get to be added to your energy as well. Phenomenal. And as the set, or I believe the Fusion World set drops, we'll be upgrading and updating this deck to make it way more competitive and more Broly mayhem. And then we got this Broly, that's a 6-drop. It's 40k and it's 6 energy. Again, with this deck, you ramp so quickly you don't even notice it. You're like, oh, these are big battle cards. Nah, well, kinda, but by turn 3, 4, you already have a 6-drop coming out on the field, which is amazing, and it's super powerful, and it's harder to KO a lot of these 6 heavy cost battle cards because, again, Broly is one of those decks that just has a high level and high attack power that your opponent has a really hard time getting rid of. And obviously, in every deck, you got to run 4 super combos. What's amazing about this card game is that you can't use super combos offensively because defensively you get a 20k boost, but during your turn and you're attacking, you only get a 10k boost on it. But if you're trying to defend an attack, it becomes a 20k combo, which is phenomenal. The OGs know that you used to draw, but not anymore. They don't want to keep that anymore. But obviously, the best card in this deck is the big Broly himself. This guy is so good at 8 energy. I mean, it is heavy, but again, you ramp so quickly with this deck that you don't even notice it. On play, you draw 1 card and you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in the game and KO it. It doesn't matter what level it is. This is one of the few or only cards that's able to KO anything that's any level. So if your opponent has an additional Broly, a lot of the cards can't KO those cards, only Broly does. Obviously, we gotta keep it themed. Broly is a monster. Of course, he's gonna knock out everybody. So obviously, you gotta run 4 of those bad boys. And again, now going into the extra cards. The last 4 cards, amazing. This card is one of the best extra cards in this game. If you're at 6 energy or more, you get a 10k boost, and just on its own, it's a 15k. So you get 25 boosts for the battle. You gotta run 4 of these guys. And if you're at 6 or more energy, you get an additional 10k. So 15 base, and then if there's 6 or more, additional 10. So you make sure that Broly Punch goes to the face. And then obviously, the last card that helps you ramp is this bad boy right here. By turn 3, you play this guy and you ramp an energy, and with the perfect combo is if you have this guy in the drop area, the following turn you play Turles, this becomes a card in your energy. So that is the last few cards of this amazing competitive Broly deck. Definitely pick up 2 and definitely stay tuned and subscribe and follow our giveaway so you have a chance to get yourself either a Broly, Frieza, Vegeta, or Goku card, and obviously go support your LGSs and participate in those celebration events and those pre-releases to get your hands on either one of these amazing or pull one of these amazing energy markers. And like we always say, super players, y'all stay super.